안녕하세요. 아직도 목소리가 예쁘진 않습니다. 데이 12 예습낭독 읽어볼게요. 읽고 있는 책은 키라키라 라는 책입니다. 네, 오늘은 데이 12 예습을 해보도록 하겠습니다. 아이고, 제가 잘 안 나오나요? 네, 해볼게요. Day 12. I just like to listen to Lena and to talk to Bera Bera and to eat rice candies. The lady who used to live down the street could take all of her top teeth out of her mouth. She wasn't allowed to eat chewy candy. I could eat any kind of candy I wanted because I still had my baby teeth. If they rotted, I would simply grow more teeth. That was pretty great. From the car, Georgia didn't seem so different from any place else. But when we got out of the car and talked to people, we couldn't understand them because of their southern accents. They talked like their mouths were full of rubber bands. People stared at us when they went into their restaurants. The restaurant sign said things like "Collared in back." The white people sat at the front. We didn't know where to sit, so we always ordered to go. We didn't see another Japanese person anywhere. We got stared at quite a bit. Sometimes a white lady would lean over us to exclaim, "How cute!" Some of them touched our faces as if they weren't sure we are real. Georgia had many claims to fame. During our driving, Lynn read me all the signs. Gordon, chicken capital of the world. Vidalia, home of the sweetest onions in the world. Cordelli, watermelon capital of the world. Milton, the world's best peaches. And Templeton, where peanuts are king. We also saw 7 different restaurants that claimed to have the world's best barbecue. Several times we drove by an antebellum mansion. Antebellum means before the Civil War. Lynn taught me that. She had tried to read the whole dictionary once, so she knew the definitions of a lot of words that started with A. An antebellum mansion was not as beautiful as, say, a mountain or a sky, but for a house, it was pretty damn nice. Pretty darn nice. Before the Civil War, really rich white people lived in the mansions and owned slaves. We didn't know who lived in them now. Our new town was called Chesterfield. Uncle told us the population was 4,001. 6 other Japanese families lived in the Chesterfield, including us. That made a great total of 31 Japanese people. All of the fathers worked at the hatchery in a nearby town. 한 페이지 정도 더 있습니다. We had ridden most of the day in the truck with our uncle because we wanted to talk chess with Lynn. He wanted to talk chess with Lynn. I mostly just stared out the window the whole time. Shortly before we arrived in Chesterfield, I took a nap. When I woke up, I saw I had wet my pants. I didn't tell Lynn or my uncle. We were going to Uncle's house, where we planned to throw a little welcome party for us that night. I thought maybe I could sneak inside his house without anybody noticing. We rolled down a curvy road. Here and there I saw a small frame house with chipping paint. Old rusted cars or pile of tires sat in the yard. Chickens ran loose. We saw a dead chicken in the road, and Lynn and I screamed. Finally, we stopped at a small house just like all the others. Uncle Katsuhisa's family came out to greet us. He was the only Japanese in town who owned a house. The front yard was composed of gravel with bits of yellow grass, and the paint on the house was chipped Still, it seemed okay to me. My own family would be living in the same cheap apartment building as the other Japanese who worked at the hatchery. 아이고, 예. 여기까지가 데이 12 내용인데요. 드디어 다른 타운으로 갔네요. 좀 제 얼굴이 좀 어둡게 나왔나봐요. 제가 이제 여기 딸 데리러 와가지고 시간이 나서 이 시간에 읽어봤습니다. 목소리가 아직 not that great. 자, 오늘은 내일 거 화요일 부분을 읽어봤고요. 내일은 목소리가 돌아가기를 바랍니다. I hope my voice back to normal as soon as possible. It's not my real voice. 그렇지만 어쨌든 목이 많이 아프진 않고요. 오늘은 여기까지 만나보도록 할게요. 여러분 감사합니다. 뿅. 내일 또 아침에 만나요. 내일 저녁 뿅. 바이. end.